Welcome to Final Third TV. This week we'll discuss Rafa Benitez and Napoli, as his time at the club seems to be coming to an inevitable end. With me to discuss Rafa and Napoli is Conor Kelly.
Hi Rob, how are you?
Not too bad. When he was brought in, Rafa was given money and there was the promise of Scudettos, etc, etc. It hasn't quite happened. It does seem like he hasn't obviously left Napoli yet, but it does seem to be going that way.
There's a finality to it.
Yeah. It's the press silence, the tantrums. We've seen this before. Should be said that we think Rafa's a really good coach, by the way. Where do you think it's gone wrong? Where's the first signs of the slide? Or
Well, he did spend a lot of money, particularly in his first season. I have a list of players he signed here. He signed Gonzalo Higuain for €37 million.
beat Arsenal at the time.
Yeah. Callahan was 9.5 million from Real Madrid. So Real Albiol was 12 million from Real Madrid. Dries Mertens 9.5 million. So he's bought good players there. And in fairness, Callahan and Higuain have both been resounding successes. Mertens not so much, so he's more of an impact sub. But he spent a lot of money and bought players that significantly improved the squad. Bearing in mind that they lost Cavani and Lavezzi. And that's aside, if you put all the players in it together, is definitely after Juventus the second best squad in Serie A, and they finished quite a bit behind Roma last season, and they are now languishing in fourth this season, and it looks like that Roma and Lazio as well will pip them. And Lazio, whatever about Roma finished second last season, and they'll be able to build on that. Lazio wouldn't have been expected at all to be up in that position in the league.
They're overachieving, if anything.
Yeah. So like before a ball was kicked, you'd imagine that Benitez would have been looking at this season and looking to make some sort of progress and get to close to the level that Juve are at to sort of challenge them, and it just hasn't happened.
I suppose when you look back, it's a bit unlucky they got knocked out of the Champions League. Remember the most points ever to be knocked out at the group stage. You can't hinge it all on that. That
was unfortunate, but they also didn't qualify this year. They got knocked out by Athletic in the qualifying rounds, and
which in reflection is a terrible result.
Yeah, but considering how badly they did in the group stages, they'll be regretting that, I'd say. And he was brought in, as you said, to win a Scudetto. That was the aim. The Agnelli the family who owned the club put that as a stated aim, and he hasn't done much more than Walter Mazzarri, his predecessor.
Yeah, I see that as the next point, so I thought we'd tackle that issue. He actually hasn't. He has a like for like, they both have a Coppa Italia each.
Yeah.
And whereas Mazzarri's thing is that he dragged Napoli from being bang average, relegation almost, to being good. So he actually has done better. He
rekindles some of the old glory. Benitez is brought in to take that next step. Now he will point to the fact that he would have been able to sign a couple more players to improve the squad and challenge for the Scudetto had they have qualified for the Champions League. But then
it would have just gone to Liverpool, wouldn't it? A huge squad of players who never really reached any potential.
We've seen this before. This happened at Liverpool, where he bought, I think in total he bought, in his 5 years at Liverpool, he bought 79 players. Or signed 79 players.
I think in previous video pods we've criticised managers for just buying players to just fit a role that's needed immediately rather than rotating.
I do think that is a problem with Benitez. Now, granted, I've said before, I think he's a very good coach. You don't win the amount of trophies he's won in his career. He's won a La Liga title with Valencia. He's won UEFA Cup. He won the Europa League with Chelsea. He won a Champions League with Liverpool. You don't win those sort of trophies without having a tactical mind and being a good manager. The problem is, over a consistent period of time, his short-termism and his lack of flexibility sort of gets in his way. I think that's his weakness as a coach.
Probably too much rotation. It's probably the thing that's thrown at him most.
Yeah, but also with the players he has in games against the lesser likes of Serie A, he plays too much on the break and too much when they score a goal. It's retreat into your shell and defend, and hopefully
sort of insecurities.
It's
playing too bitty.
If you were to throw a stereotype at him, you'd say he's a typically Italian coach.
Yeah. Who's Spanish.
Yeah, who was born and bred in the Real Madrid culture, which is odd, to say the least. But I just think that they should have finished with La Casa de Juve in the last couple of seasons, and they haven't.
Is it something that Rafa will come out now, let's say he's free in the summer, he comes out with credit? Or do you think he comes out with just being the same, or has he come out worse? I mean, his time at Inter was damaging. I
don't think he comes out of it worse, because I think that his time at Inter was damaging and he rebuilt that reputation a bit at Chelsea. If they win the Europa League, fine, he can point to the 2 trophies he's won. But if he comes out of it 2 seasons where he spent that amount of money, and I hate to just pin everything on money, but
well, clubs who spend more and pay more wages.
But when you have the
more
calibre
successful
of players he has, and to just come out of it with a Coppa Italia in 2 seasons and also leaving them outside of the Champions League for next season, then that'll be a grave disappointment. He can, of course, save the season by winning the Europa League, which would get them in the Champions League next year, would have another trophy on the resume. So
he's probably more suited as well to knockout competition, isn't he? When you play that kind of,
well, yeah,
I don't want to say negative because it's not really negative, but
there's still every possibility that he will win the Europa League to finish off the season.
Alright, perfect, nice. So there you have it. Rafa's time at Napoli to date has been a case of what could have been and what ifs. Like the video, leave any comments in the section below, and subscribe to Final Third Television. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at @the final_third. Thanks for watching.